Movie night, back with another Classic. I'm your host, Easy. Welcome to Car Language, and here's why I bought another ZL1. Welcome to the fleet, 2020 Camaro ZL1. Now, a lot of y'all are probably asking, why did I do this? I should have bought something else. Respectfully, I didn't do this for the channel. I did this for me. Honestly, I think this is the best, well-rounded, all-around sports car. I was going to call it a supercar. It's almost safe to call it a supercar. But I think this is the best all-around sports car out of everything out there. And here's why. The horsepower, we already know. But just in case you don't, 650 on the horses, 650 on a pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. That's for an automatic. The manual might be 0.2 seconds slower. Depending on how fast you shift, of course. This one being a manual, this is a 2020. The one I had previously was a 2019. It was silver, real nice spec. This one has less options than that 2019, but I really wanted this car. I like the color. I was kind of iffy on it being a manual, only because I wasn't really well trained in manual. Like, I've driven manuals before, but not as much as I should have before purchasing a stick shift. But let's get into it. What has changed from the previous model to this one? Very subtle things. I love the aggressiveness. I've always loved how aggressive this car has always looked. The color is a shock. It comes from a yellow, but as y'all can see, it's like in between yellow and green, or neon. Definitely bright as hell. 19,000 miles. As y'all can see, they put the Michelin Sport Pilot Sport Plus. Pilot Super Sport. Never really drove with these tires, but the car grips heavy. This car never really, I never really had an issue with the tires. Like, for the most part, I forgot what tire it is, the Goodyears that this car originally comes with, they're trash. Like, you go through them real quick. So far, the car has 19,000 miles in. I bought them with some meat. They're fairly new. I've definitely driven this car a lot since I've got it. I put a good 200-300 miles on it. It's been a week already. So these are the subtle things that have changed on the car. The rear bumper has like more cuts on it, so it looks a lot more sporty than the last one. And I'll just show y'all to get that out the way. There goes the 6-speed manual. It smells like an abomination of black ice in here. We gotta start it. No, we don't. I don't want to start it yet, but I'll give y'all a cold start in a minute. So it used to be analog gauges. Now it's digital. So pretty much this all gives you everything you need to know, like your fuel, your RPMs, etc. Still has the display. Nothing's really, if anything, I kind of downgraded from the last one, because the last one had a sunroof, but it was a great for this car, and that's why I decided to jump on it. It ran me 60 total. That's unheard of for a ZL1, and I love the fact that ZL1s, they don't depreciate as much as you would think, and I would say Hellcats, but I haven't seen a Hellcat for and I'm just comparing. I got nothing against Hellcats. I actually was gonna buy one brand new. It was just $100, and for half the price, look at what I got. I think this is more of a car that I argue with anybody any day. And it's almost wintertime. We're about to jump into October. It's almost wintertime, and I was like, I really don't want to have any hiccups, because I driving the Hellcat under the weather conditions, winter, etc. I feel like this car will manage well under any weather condition. It has a snow and ice option. I'm gonna assume that works well depending on what kind of tires you have, of course. But I'm super excited, definitely. We're gonna try to build this one later on, but I want to enjoy the car as is because I truly forgot what it's like to drive a fast car. Like, it's been a while since I've driven a car this fast. So this is just a quick review. Again, let me comment down below if you want me to get into detail of the options. Let me show you how the engine. It's only right. I noticed I think this is a wrap. I think this is a wrap because the one on my 2019, it was like a metallic. But let me just show you how the engine real quick. Definitely a very clean spec. I missed this car. Missed the hell out of it. Let's see it. Yep, we got it. Do we? There you go, supercharged LT4. Mr. Hella, oh man, I was so happy. This is what I was missing. Like, I was buying cars, you know, I still got the Jaguar, still got the Escalade, and you know, it just, nothing really satisfied me. But then when I got this car, I was just happy. I've been happy. I've been working a lot too, so sorry I haven't been posting, but we definitely been working 10, 11 hours a day. We'll get into that in another video. How's it going at Landstar? It's going great. That's my Jaguar there. We did a couple customizations, couple fixes. Escalade, we about to wash it, but I'm super excited. Glad I got my dream car back. Like I said, this is definitely what I was missing. Like, my ZL1, look, I'm still somewhat flabbergasted. I can't believe I got it. You know, somewhat of another, you know, of the dream coming back. So let's drive it real quick. Driving 2020 Camaro ZL1. I was about to say Scat Pack. So quick story on how I got this car. I really didn't mean to, but like I said, I just felt like my needs weren't being satisfied as far as buying, you know, used cars, like super used. You know, this is certified pre-owned. But I wanted to go fast, you know, like Ricky Bobby. I missed the 0 to 60 3.5 second time. You know, I missed the brother codes, you know, with people honking at you. You know, the Chargers, the other Camaros, and the Mustangs. You know, people playing games when to test you. That's icing on the cake. You know, aside from you loving the car that you know, I love the car already. You know, the people praising you for having it is icing on the cake. I was a bit intimidated by the 6-speed manual, but it's super easy. You know, it has turned off on me a couple times already, more than 10. I'll be honest. But again, you know, I'm kind of like still leery and trying to learn it. But it's simple. It's definitely simple to an extent. At times I forget it's a stick. I love the downshift, by the way, too. The way them downshift sound, amazing. Yeah, it's easy, and it literally tells you when you take off on first, it'll tell you to jump to fourth to save fuel. It's crazy. Why would you want to save fuel in this? No one buys this car on accident. You know what I'm saying? They know what they're getting themselves into. And it, you know, it made me think the perfect starter muscle car is the Scat Pack. I almost got one. It was either that, the Challenger Scat Pack wide body. I almost got a Aston Martin Rapide and a GTR. I really wanted the GTR, but GTRs are just way too expensive. 80 grand for 2015. I'm like, nah. And you know, depending on what year you get, that 2015 might not have CarPlay. You understand? So this feels right at home. You know, I was telling wifey earlier that it feels like the Camaro, the ZL1 feels like a small Escalade because pretty much you got the heads-up display, you got CarPlay. You know what I'm saying? It feels right at home. You heard that downshift? And yeah, the creature comforts, you got cool seats, heated and cool seats. I don't remember the Recaro seats being uncomfortable. Yes, they hug you, but I feel like I could take a long trip. We're gonna test that because we're definitely gonna drive this one. I'm a strong believer in, if you got a car, drive that. It doesn't matter how special it is. That's what it's for. There's no way I'm leaving this brand new to my kids. You know what I mean? They're gonna get it somewhat washed up. But yeah, I'm super happy. I don't want to say it, but I've done triple digits like 100 times already. It's crazy. That's one thing I don't miss is the pumping fuel in here. She's definitely greedy. That wine means I'm whining for more gas. So it's definitely something to consider when you get in one of these cars. I can only imagine what a Lambo do to your bank account. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, no one broke is getting a Lambo. But if you feel this, you know, I basically feel like I live at the gas station. But I'm super excited. Like I said, I felt like I was missing this. I'm gonna go through some stop signs so y'all can see how easy it is to drive. Like, if you're planning on getting one of these cars, don't let the manual transmission fool you. It's definitely easy to drive. Still trying to get used to the whiplash. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can't eat a lot. I might throw up. But I can't, you know, I can't stress enough how excited I am to have this car back. And I love the color. The shot green definitely stands out. I was on an overpass the other day on an interstate, and I was looking down and I was like, wow, you don't see this color like that. So it definitely stands out. Like, it's been a while since I felt like I've had to constantly every day when I get home, you know, I don't put the Jaguar in the garage, you know, because it's cool, but it's not loud like this, you know. So again, sorry guys, I haven't been active on my channel. We getting there, though. Bear with me. And it's crazy too, because right now I'm somewhat under the weather. But you know, I pushed myself. I had wifey made me some soup, and I feel a lot better. So stay tuned. The content is coming. We're gonna talk. We got a lot to talk about. Not a lot has happened, but you know, we definitely been home every day, and we definitely been working. Look how easy that is. You know, the car usually in manuals you have to find that balance or first gear. In this car, you kind of like driving a semi. You just let off real easy, and the car just, you don't have to even accelerate. The car take off by itself. You really don't have to mash on the gas. You know, only when you're uphill, of course. But love the whip. My daughter loves the whip. We're definitely going to be careful because, again, I forgot how fast this car is. It's super fast, and that's why I got it. Like I say, you know, this is, you know, the best all-around car. I'm not knocking Dodge. I don't got nothing against Dodge. It's just, we already know traction. There's no traction in Hellcats, and I wasn't gonna go for a Scat Pack because we've had that car already. So how many times am I gonna get that car? You feel me? The challenge is different, you know, and I kind of wanted the Challenger because of the space, but I'm like, nah. Eventually, what'll happen is I'm gonna wind up trading that car in for something else. This, I'm gonna think twice about it. You know, we're definitely gonna try our best to pay this off. That video coming soon. Let y'all know how much I'm paying, how much I paid. All in total was 60 grand. You know, 60 grand for a ZL1, that's somewhat unheard of with 19,000 miles. You know, it's I had to. I really had to. We got blind spot. You know, again, the one thing I kind of wish I would have had was the sunroof. That's the only thing. Oh, and that front camera. Usually, Chevys come with that front camera. So when you put it in drive real fast, you can see. Look right there. I'm not even giving it gas, and it's moving forward. Usually they come with that front camera, so when you put it in drive, you know, to help you clear like a curb or something. I had gas. I had to use gas there. There was somewhat of an incline. That slight incline, the car is shut off on you. The other day I was so tired, came home from work, driving 11 hours, literally like 10 hours and 56 minutes through Landstar, and super tired. I was super tired, and then I was like, nah, I gotta drive it. And I drove the car, and I couldn't go to sleep because my adrenaline was just running. You know what I'm saying? It was going. Definitely a fun car. Like I said, I'll get this car again. I will forever get this car. Look at these two. Are they trying to race? Yeah. Slow down. Another Charger. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. More content coming soon. Car language, I'm out.